Man, these things are as tall as I am. Look at this guy. What's up, bird? Haven't you heard? Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Okay, what we have here is a copyright claim. This is a 2004 Pontiac Vibration. I believe this was a partnership project with Toyota, and they also built the exact same platform with Toyota badges on it. I could be wrong, these are a little bit older, but I think that's the situation. Anyway, the bird with the word states to me that this car is suffering from a power steering leak. So we're gonna go into the shop and see if this indeed does have a power steering leak. All right about there is good. Powering down. Okay, these guys are gonna be the kind of customers to lurk outside of the stall and watch me. That's cool though. You guys you can't come in. All right, enough screwing around. Popping the hood. Ha, I knew it was a Toyota. Okay, we're over here near power steering reservoir land, and there is fluid here. They may have been adding some to it. I don't see much up top to really go off of, so let's lift this up and take a peek from down under and see what's going on in this Vibes nether regions. Interesting AC repair, I see. What is this? Okay, there's a red wire spliced into the compressor wire, and that runs in front of the radiator to another crimp connector, and that runs down to the fan. I believe we've hot wired this compressor to run. Okay. Well, they're not here for that, so I'm just gonna find the power steering leak. Yeah, that hurts my brain.
Did you sign that thing or what? Yeah.
Crunch. Let's see. All right, my preliminary undercarriage inspection does yield some leaking and dripping petroleum product. There's a leak on that line. See all that rusty crust stuff coming off of it? That thing's opened up. And it also appears that that power steering pump has a leak as well. I need more flashlight. Okay, let's start over with that line. You see the rust flaking off of it? Right about there. That's gotta go. That's one of the lines for the power steering rack. And I see some drips. Oh, you know what? That's not a power steering pump leak. That's coming from higher up. Looks like a valve cover, perhaps a timing cover leak. Let's let this back down and take a look at whatever is up top that's dripping down on us. Okay, you really can't see what's going on here because there's this decorative engine cover. So let's pull this out of y'all. Okay, the survey says that yes, indeed, there is a massive engine oil leak coming from this valve cover. Yep, there's some more oil back here, a bunch on the front side. I think the majority of their complaint is going to be from this valve cover. Now, as per my standard operating protocol, if I pull this valve cover off, since these coils have to come off also, I'm going to request that we remove, inspect, and possibly replace the spark plugs that are in there as well. And since they're so easy to do, just a hammer at home, I'm going to pull one out. Why not? Ooh, yeah. There's even oil in the spark plug tube. Let's pop one of these out of their home and see what we're looking at. Yeah, they're not terrible. Yes, they are. Okay, I'm gonna recommend we replace these also. Yeah, we can see here the focus. I hope you guys can see it. There's some buildup on the anode. It's a little worn away. These actually could be the originals. Either way, they should be replaced at this time. Okay, so I just brought the owner out and kind of showed him everything that we just went through. He wasn't very interested in replacing spark plugs or this valve cover gasket, even though that is kind of a large leak. But he does want to look into replacing that power steering line. The fella said he's not, I'll paraphrase, he's not made of money and wants to make sure anything he does is going to be cost effective for him. So he's hasn't decided yet whether he wants to replace that line or not. That being said, I'm just going to go ahead and put this back together because I've got a feeling he's not going to want to go in the direction of repairing this valve cover. Possibly he'll do the line, but we will see once the estimate is finished being built. Well, now I feel silly. I went to lunch. Shut up, phone. And I was wrong in my assumption that the guy does indeed want to replace this valve cover gasket and these spark plugs too, along with that power steering line. I guess I committed the cardinal sin and made an ass out of myself by assuming the situation. But like I said, he did talk to me like he wasn't interested. But either way, now I get to fix two problems on this Toyota slash Pontiac. That looks good. Come here. Yep, more oil right there. That's from the valve cover. Come out. Oh, that kind of hurt. Yep, more of it right there. Oh, it's stuck. Time to escalate. Entering technician component escalation level 2. Leverage. Okay, this hose has to go. For one, it's in the way, and two, it's in the way. You go back there. This one's gonna go. Come off. Thank you. And looks like what's left is a series of perimeter bolts and two longer ones in the center of the valve cover. That's stuck too. Corrosion. That's not gonna work. It appears that it's not a 10mm socket. Let's see what it is. Ah, it's a 12mm. Overkill? Yes. Was it fun for me? Yes. Was it ridiculous? No. Okay, there's a few more on the back somewhere. There they are. I can feel them. think I missed one back, you know. I know I did 2 back here because there's one on the side too. Okay, that's all of them. Again, utilizing the principles of leverage, I will remove this component. It's dirty. It's so dirty. Yes, this is what I meant with regards to those spark plug tubes having oil in them. The gasket is also part of the tube seals. Yep, look at that. It's hardened. Yep, there's a crack that I didn't cause. It's very hard. The hardened properties of this rubber would not provide a very good seal. It would need to remain pliable in order to keep the oil in where it's supposed to be. Okay, I've unpacked and rolled out our well-seasoned parts cleaner, and I'm going to try to wash some of this varnish and stuff off of this. See if this is going to work. Oh yeah! Please enjoy this soothing music as we time-lapse through this cleaning procedure. Alright, now that that part's done, we've got a couple disclosures to make. While I was cleaning this valve cover, I had you guys hypnotized in a trance. And during your state of delirium, I went ahead and cleaned and prepped this surface, installed some silicone where the metal joints are, and I also removed all 4 of the spark plugs in preparation for the new plugs to go in. Additionally, while you were hypnotized, I pre-programmed your craniums with subliminal messages that instructed you to go into the video description and check out my Amazon link in preparation for holiday shopping. I did this because if you were to use my Amazon link below and purchase anything on Amazon, I will receive a percentage of the proceeds as a commission paid for directing traffic to the site. And I did this for my own personal financial and monetary benefit. So therefore, I conclude that should anybody here decide to do any holiday shopping through the Amazon link, it is in my best interest, and my best interest alone, that you use this link that I provide. Therefore, I receive credit for directing the traffic. And this will conclude my brutally honest, shameless sales plug for the day. And now, at the sound of my clickety-clack of my angry pliers, you will awaken from your trance, finish watching this video, and proceed immediately to the video description in order to visit Amazon's website. You are awake. There, now that all that crap's out of the way, we can get around to putting this car back together. Maybe. I have to be careful to not wipe this gasket that comes out of its home, it won't seal and then it'll leak. And then I'll have to do it again. And although I do like my job, I don't like to do it twice. Oh, incidentally, although I did use my angry pliers for the link to the Amazon page, you do not have to purchase said angry pliers. That concept applies to any purchases made as long as they are done through the link that I had provided. Clever, no? Okay, that one goes there. This is gonna go fast now. We're in the home stretch. As long as I don't drop any fasteners, I'll be in good shape. Can't forget the little nuts. Never want to neglect your nuts. Spark plugs are up next. I'm not dropping them in the hole, I'm just gently placing them in the hole. You don't want to drop them because if it lands on this anode and bends it, it will change the spark plug gap, which would be bad. There you go. Keep in mind, I'm not torquing these with the electric tool. I'm just using this to run the threads down. No will be necessary. Click. Click. Ooh, I almost gave good cause for while I was installing dielectric grease in these coils, I realized I did neglect my nuts. No, I took care of one, but the other one was left high and dry. It's okay, I remedied the problem. So I was thinking about it while I was handling my nuts, and I realized that I'm also going to be doing the power steering line repair on this. And it occurred to me that that repair is going to be tedious and time consuming. That being said, I believe I will make the power steering line a second video. If you want to see that video, it will also be available only through a link in the video description, but only after you come back from visiting the Amazon store. Click. Twice. Okay. Let's get my hose taken care of. You never neglect your hose. It only works out badly in the end. A neglected hose is not something to mess with. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this portion of this repair in this particular video. If you like this video, please do me a favor, scroll down and tap that thumbs up button. Don't hit it, don't smash it. If you do that, you might break your phone. Just a gentle little tap will do. what that tap is going to do for me is let YouTube know that I've done a good job here. Insert YouTube commercial now after in screen struggling greatly. Can't find the hole. Ah, got him. Got two holes at the same time.